in Fatima, Portugal, as pilgrims from the Diocese of Brooklyn packed the plaza for the official start of World Youth Day. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti. More than 300 pilgrims from all over Brooklyn and Queens got to see a place of miracles Tuesday. Their pilgrimage to Portugal is in full swing, and they spent this first official day of World Youth Day praying at the place where Mary appeared to 3 children more than 100 years ago. Kirsty's Jessica Easthope joins us now to show us how they documented it all. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Christine. Everything you're about to see was shot by the pilgrims themselves. We thought that would be the best way to show you what World Youth Day is really all about. So this week, we're walking with them in faith, and today, that walk took them to one of the most visited holy sites in the world. They showed up as a sea of blue. Fatima is visited by 6 million pilgrims every year. But today, more than 300 of them were from the Diocese of Brooklyn.
It was so edifying for me as a priest to come down and a bishop to come down the aisle and see all the people in the blue shirts, to see Brooklyn is really well represented. Obrigado.
I caught up with the Diocese of Brooklyn's Bishop, Robert Brennan, after Mass at Fatima. He was on the bus with pilgrims who said being there allowed them to reflect on their beliefs.
It's also been prayerful. I've had a lot of moments of reflection. When there's so much people, sometimes you can feel more to look in.
It was really touching. Although it was very crowded, it's very overwhelming as well, because you get to see where everything came from. And it's everything is original. There's nothing, you can't make stuff up like this. It's very original, very down to earth.
You guys say hi. Are you hungry?
But Bishop Brennan and Father Jason Espinal, the pastor of Saints Peter and Paul Church in Williamsburg, said the pilgrims have been focused on making a connection with Christ and each other.
But you still see them so well behaved, so reverent, so pious, and you see the fruit that's really working in their hearts.
These are young people who really made big commitments to get here. They worked hard to get here. You know, they're not here on vacation. They're here working and praying. It really is uplifting. I'm so proud. I'm sure the parents are watching and they can be really proud as well.
Tomorrow, for the first time, the more than 300,000 pilgrims attending this World Youth Day will be together to welcome the Pope to Portugal, and will be showing you their faith through their words and videos every step of the way. Jessica Easthope, Currents News. Christine?
Thanks, Jess. And while the Pope is in Portugal, he'll make his mark in one coastal town. Pope Francis plans to add his brushstrokes to this mural, done by an international educational movement, Escolas Ocorrentes. The young people of Cascais, a town just west of Lisbon, created the almost 2-mile mural in the hopes of bringing people together. And following him every step of the way, plus providing us with exclusive coverage, our very own Elise Allen, the senior correspondent for Crux. She joins us now just hours before she boards the papal plane. Hi, Elise.
Hi, Christine.
So, Elise, it's about to get very busy for you and Pope Francis. So let's talk about energy. It takes a lot to complete these trips, and Pope Francis feeds off the young people. But considering his health issues as of late, like his trouble walking due to sciatica, do you believe he'll have that same stamina we've seen before?
We won't, because, the Pope Francis, since, World Youth Day was his first event as Pope, and now 10 years later, it's 10 years, he's 86. He's had 2 hospitalizations this year. He has sciatica, as you mentioned. He's had 2 surgeries in as many years. So he's worn down a bit. We won't see the same stamina that he's had before. But in terms of what energy he does bring to it, we really have to see when he gets there, because as you mentioned, he does feed so much off of the crowds and off of the young people, but this is an aging pontiff, and so we have to have that in mind coming in.
Absolutely, and it's his 4th World Youth Day, the first one since the pandemic. What do you think he's looking forward to most?
I think he's looking forward most of all to meeting the young people, to being with them. This is originally supposed to happen last year, but as you mentioned, was delayed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so there's a lot of build-up to this. There's a lot of excitement for it amongst the young people who are coming, but also I think from the Pope. He's ready to see them. He wants to meet them. And I think what he's looking forward to most are the moments that he gets to hear their testimonies and their songs and everything that they've prepared, when he just gets to be with them.
All right, and we are all looking forward to that. Elise Allen, senior correspondent for Crux. Thanks so much and have a safe flight.
Thank you.
Elise will join us all this week, along with Currents News reporter Jessica Easthope, for our continuing coverage of World Youth Day. Elise will be traveling with the Holy Father, reporting on the Pope's activities, and Jessica will continue to follow in the footsteps of pilgrims from the Diocese of Brooklyn. Be sure to tune in to Currents News all this week for comprehensive coverage you won't see anywhere else. Turning now to the ongoing kidnapping crisis in Haiti. A Christian nurse and her child, both Americans, two of the latest victims abducted by a criminal gang there. The U.S. is quietly and cautiously working to secure their release.
Haitians are such a resilient people.
Alex Dorsonville, in her own words, saying how much her work in Haiti means to her. Now her family and friends are asking for prayers and mercy and the safe return of this nurse from New Hampshire and her child. They were kidnapped Thursday from the grounds of the faith-based charity El Roy near the Haitian capital, Port-au-Prince. Her husband, Sandro, is El Roy's director. A statement from the charity reads, "Our team at El Roy Haiti is grateful for the outpouring of prayers, care, and support for our colleague. We continue to work with our partners and trusted relationships to secure their safe return." The U.S. State Department says it's aware of the abductions and is doing all it can to assist.
We are in regular contact with the Haitian authorities and will continue to work with them and our U.S. government interagency partners.
Haitian police and government authorities have not responded to inquiries about the kidnappings, but on the same day Dorsonville and her child were taken, the U.S. ordered all non-emergency staff to leave Haiti and again warned that all Americans should leave, citing the increase in violence and the risk of kidnapping. But it was the dire need in Haiti and the hope that gang recruitment could be stopped that Dorsonville said so compelled her to live and work there over the last several years.
Lots of people who would just have turned to gangs or turned to the streets, they're able to get vocational training. People are learning how to read. The community is being transformed. Where it was once ashes, now beauty's coming up from it.
According to the United Nations, authorities have already registered more than 1,000 kidnappings in Haiti this year, and the country's rampant gang violence only seems to be getting worse. And we, of course, are saying prayers for Alex and her child. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.